of all that damage caused by University of Michigan students at a northern Michigan resort in January could run close to $500,000. There were 270 students there, and the resort, Treetops, says it will sue to get paid. Or will it? 7 investigator Jim Kirchner broke the story last night and has the follow-up.
We were told late this afternoon by the attorney for the result that he will file his lawsuit within the next week, but then he also said he's continuing talks, and they were taken over by alumni of the frat involved. We also got a statement late this afternoon from the sorority. It had students up at the Treetops Resort, and they are questioning how the resort staff handled the situation while the destruction was underway. The Otsego County prosecutor has charged the Sigma Alpha Mu frat president and treasurer with providing a place for minors to drink, misdemeanors, and one other student with a felony, malicious destruction of property.
In this particular case, at a minimum, you're talking in excess of $200,000.
I've heard it might go as high as $430,000.
And again, I can't comment on that because I don't have that information.
Sources say the damage numbers break down this way. Actual physical damage, $225,000. Insurance has paid the resort $200,000, and the resort is seeking another $200,000 in soft damages, what they call loss of reputation. 7 Action News has obtained this check issued by the fraternity for $25,000, issued just days after the wild weekend. And the frat leaders wrote these letters of apology and promises to pay. The prosecutor says he's charged so that a judge can order full restitution. But sources say while he could use investigative subpoenas and offers of immunity to charge more students, he does not have the resources to go after more students hundreds of miles away. Are you frustrated?
Well, again, I don't know if frustrated is the right word to use. I can imagine that the investigative officers are probably were frustrated.
These kids have lawyered up and clammed up.
Well, no, I'm not going to say that because that's obviously their constitutional right.
As we first reported, Michigan State Police investigated and found the direction provided to the security officers was to keep the fraternity on one side of the inn building. If they remained on that side, they were pretty much free to do what they wanted, short of burning the building down. Tonight, the sister sorority issued this statement. Through our investigation, we found the women were not responsible for the damage incurred at Treetops. We've also been made aware of multiple reports that management and security guards at the resort and spa did not step in to stop any of the actions while they occurred that weekend. In a statement from Treetops, the resort manager is quoted as saying, "No doubt some people will criticize our handling of the situation. I already know things we can do to avoid this kind of situation in the future, but based upon the information our people had at the time, I'm proud of how our team responded." Take a look at the statements from the security officers.
I'm familiar with the statements. I'm familiar with the entire
How can you not draw that conclusion that the hotel let them do it?
Again, to answer the question you're asking me, I'd have to be telling you facts about the specific case, and that's what I'm not going to do.
So the resort is fighting to get paid. We should also point out the resort is also in bankruptcy court. In the newsroom, Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.
All right, Jim.